welcome back to my channel, and I hope you're well. I hope you enjoyed my last video, and I hope that's why you've come back again for this video. If you did enjoy it, I'm happy. If you didn't, I'm sorry. Okay, this video is... Oh, also, before I start, if it seems very dark and dismal in the room, that's because it is, because the weather outside is shocking. It's really awful, so it's made it really dark in here. So, and I've been recording the other part of the video, which didn't need to be on camera, and I should have done it the other way around because it was lighter then, and I've run out of light. So that's why my trusty old light is on, and hopefully you can still see me all right, and it's not too dark. Yeah, anyway, today's video is about a demonic possession. Now, I don't know if I believe in demons. I can't say I don't. Can't say I do. One of them, innit? But yeah, I'm going to stop waffling about it. We'll just get on, we'll watch the video, and then I will see you again on the other side. Let's do it. Now, do you believe in hauntings? Very likely you probably do. But do you believe in demonic possessions? Because this is what the next story is about. It's called the Ammons haunting case, but it's also known as Demon House. Now, this is an alleged haunting and a demonic possession which occurred in Indiana in 2011. Latoya Ammons and her mother, Rosa Campbell, and her 3 children claimed that they had paranormal activity occurred in the residence. And the story was published in 2014 and received national attention. In November 2011, Latoya Ammons, her mother Rosa Campbell, and her 3 children, then ages 7, 9 and 12, moved into a house located in Carolina Street, Indiana. Days after the family moved in, they claimed black flies swarmed the porch, and this was in December, and they kept returning repeatedly. Now, the mother, Rosa Campbell, she initially heard footsteps in the basement and doors creaking. Then she later alleged to have witnessed a shadowy, sexy figure of a man pacing in the living room. Now, I don't know why he was a sexy figure of a man, but apparently he was. She also found a boot print. Now, Campbell claimed that she was choked by an unknown force. Then Ammons' 12-year-old daughter was claimed to have levitated above her bed unconscious during a sleepover with a friend. They were said to have prayed until the girl returned down to her bed, but the daughter had no memory of the incident. The older son was allegedly thrown across the room by an unknown force, while the younger son allegedly had his eyes roll into the back of his head and was growling and saying, "It's time to die, and I will kill you." That's my demonic voice. It's rubbish, isn't it? Anyway, the family then reached out to their physician. Now, forgive me if I say his name wrong, because it's I think an African name. His name was Jeffrey Onyeekwe. Now, I'm not sure if I said that right, but apologies if I didn't. They reached out to him on April the 19th in 2012. Now, when he visited the house during the supposed haunting, he noted the behaviour was delusional, and someone from his office contacted the police. When after the police arrived, the children were taken to hospital. The older boy was described as acting rationally, but the younger boy screamed and thrashed about. Now, I don't know whether that was because he was allegedly being possessed by a demon. seems very exorcist-like to me. But I digress. In 2012, the Department of Child Services, the DCS, were alerted to the family. The DCS believed that the children were performing for their mother. The sensational stories published in outlets such as the New York Daily News reported that the DCS personnel had allegedly witnessed the youngest boy walking up the wall backwards. Now, 37-year-old police captain Charles Austin believed paranormal activity occurred in the house. A photo was published by, now again, I keep saying this name wrong, so apologies, but a photo was published by the Indianapolis Star, which claimed to show a shadowy figure when no one was home. And I actually said the name right. I think I said it right. Anyway, I'll go on. The family hired Reverend Michael Magnott to perform an exorcism. Now, he interviewed the family on April the 22nd in 2012 and concluded that they were being tormented by demons. Now, eventually he performed 3 exorcisms. 2 of them were in English and 1 was in Latin. And 1 exorcism was performed on Latoya Ammons. Then, when the Ammons family moved on, they went to Indianapolis in 2012, after which the events were said to have completely stopped. So, does that say they stopped because they moved out of that home and it was all happening in that home? Or were they making it up? Nobody knows, because there was scepticism around the whole subject, with a physician being the main man for this, because in his medical notes he wrote, "Delusions of ghost in home and hallucinations." Ammons' children had a history of irregular school attendance, with a complaint filed against Ammons in 2009. In 2012, she blamed her children's continued irregular attendance on the purported demonic activities. So he didn't believe it at all. Now, with this going on, according to a sceptical investigator called Joe Nicky, Police Chief Charles Austin was an admitted believer in the supernatural, including ghosts. Nicky reported that the photo published by the Indy Star and captioned "Photo by Hammond Police" was, according to the Hammond Police Chief, not an official photo, and it was not taken by the police. Nicky also interviewed a number of witnesses and came to the conclusion that the supernatural events were either misreported, embellished or exaggerated, or even that they had no supernatural explanations. He said that the levitation of the daughter, described by her mother, that something raised her up off the bed, he was implying that the girl simply threw herself upwards, and the walking up the wall backwards was because the boy's grandmother was holding his hand, which allowed the boy to push himself up against the wall and walk up it, which is clearly, surely, absolutely impossible to do. I would have thought. But, I haven't tried it, so you're welcome to try it if you like. Let me know your results if you do. Now, while the landlord, Charles Reed, stated that he'd never experienced anything supernatural in the house, his prior tenants also claimed to have never experienced anything either. At the time that Ammons claimed all this was going on, it was said that she was behind on her lease payments and used the claim that paranormal activities happened to avoid paying, because Reed believes the whole thing was a hoax. Who knows? Children were interviewed by psychologists, and several professionals came to the conclusion that the children were acting deceptively in accordance to their mother's beliefs. psychologist Tracy Wright noted that the youngest son acted possessed whenever he was challenged or asked questions that he didn't want to answer. So who knows how true the whole thing is? But in 2014, Zach Baggins, who some of you may know as a ghost investigator on TV, he purchased the house for $35,000, and then he demolished it in January 2016 after filming a documentary in it titled Demon House, which was released in March 2018. Dread Central is an American website dedicated to horror news and reviews. Steve Barton from there claimed that it was one of the single most compelling documentaries on the existence of the supernatural and that he'd ever witnessed. So, if you haven't seen the documentary Demon House, I suggest you look it up, see if you can find it. I mean, I might have to look it up and see if I can find it myself, because I've not seen it either. There is also a new film out on Netflix now called The Deliverance, which is based on the events of the story. So if you found this story interesting, get yourself on Netflix and check it out. I've got it on my things to watch, and I will probably watch this tomorrow when this video comes out. So if you do want to go and check it out, then you should. It's got Glenn Close in it, which I know about, and I absolutely think she's a fabulous actress. So it should. I think from what I've read about it, it seems like a very good film. So might be worth a watch, especially now, you know, after hearing the story of the events that have supposedly happened in the house. Go watch the film, because it is literally based on the whole events of the story. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope no demons come to you after you've listened to this. Take care of yourselves. There you go, there's video. Hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen The Deliverance on Netflix, go and put it on your list and get it watched, because the weird thing is I have had it on my list on my Netflix for a while now, and I didn't realise at the time that it was about this case, because obviously I hadn't looked into this case then. So I'm quite pleased and quite excited to go and watch it. So because I'm filming this video now, it's Thursday, so when you're watching this video, it'll be Friday, and I will be watching The Deliverance because I've got it on my list to watch. Yeah, so if you haven't seen it, get it on Netflix and get it watched. I've read about it, and people have said that it's really very good, so give it a go. Also, the Zach Baggins The Demon House, I'm also going to see if I can find that. I'm pretty sure, don't hold me to this, but I'm pretty sure it is on Amazon Prime. And if it's on Amazon Prime, I can watch that too, because I've got Amazon Prime. Yeah, I'm going to go and watch that as well. Why not? It looks interesting because it's a documentary, and he's in the house and he's bought the house and all of that, so it should be quite interesting to see what he has to say about it. So yeah. Anyway, yeah, what can I say? I've enjoyed doing this one. It's been interesting, and you know, I like interesting. Interesting's good. I think also, you know, because it's the end of September, we come literally up to the end of September now. We've only got like a few weeks now until Halloween. But of course it's the end of September, so it means the beginning of October, and that is the start of spooky season, isn't it? So for Halloween, I'm doing something, hopefully, fingers crossed, I'm going to do something completely different. I can't really say what it is because I don't want to tell you, because, you know, there's things to do, things to buy, and all of that, and I can't go into it without giving it away. So watch your space. Hopefully for my Halloween video there will be something special coming along, and something I'm not saying anything else. No more. I'm not saying anything else because I don't want to ruin it, just in case it doesn't go to plan and I don't get to do the video and I can't say anything else, and that's it. Zip, throwing away that key. Not saying anything else. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Anyway, I'm gonna head off and leave you to have a lovely rest of your Friday, and I'll see you again on my next video. Take care of yourselves, keep smiling, and see you soon. Bye.